what I'm going to be demonstrating today is a converter from dollar bills to wizarding money, or vice versa, which is a program I made, and I know you can find several of these on the internet, but I've looked it up. Lots of people tend to stick around the $25 or typically about $25 is a galleon, but I disagree. For instance, I just got this book, and this is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the textbook, and on the back it says $9.99 US, which is 2 galleons, 1 sickle, and 9 nuts. Now, if you read Harry Potter ever, you know that there are 29 nuts in a sickle and 17 sickles in a galleon, which means 493 nuts into a galleon. So, with this information that I now have, adding those together, $9.99 is 1024 nuts. And then I put that into a program right here, which what I'm going to do, I called it Wiz to AMA for American, Wizard to American.py. So, hello, I am a specialized program designed for converting American money into wizarding money. Please type what you have, wizard if you wizard, American if you have American. So, I'm going to say I have American money for now. So I'm typing in American, and I hit enter. Please type the value of money you have in dollars. So we're going to say $8.39, just to be weird. So then, would you like your value in galleons, sickles, or nuts? And I can choose any one of these. So I'm going to pick, $8.39 is going to be pretty close to around 1.5 galleons, so I'm going to pick sickles. So I hit enter. The value of your money is $29.66 sickles. Thank you. So I think this is a glitch, but I deleted it. I fixed it. I think I just forgot to save it. So I can also do the same thing. Say I want to convert wizarding money into American. So I'd pick the number of galleons I have. So let's say I have 8. I'd hit enter. How many sickles I have? Let's say I have 53. And I know that's higher than the number, but it works still. And then if I want to say the number of nuts I have, I'm going to say 60. And then I hit enter, and it calculates that all. And I have about $54.06. So I'm going to go over to the computer, which does have OBS Studio, and show you the programming so that you can copy it for yourself. So this is the programming, except I just put it in words, so it doesn't understand that it's not words. Thank you. Just a ton of that. And I don't know the quick way to do it, and I've already recorded once and then found out that I accidentally saved it as something incompatible with my computer. So this is the first line, and this is setting a variable, which is W, because wizard, no, W, equals the input. Equals the input, the raw input of hello, I am specialized converting blah 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 blah. So what this does is it takes this phrase, and whatever you type respond, that will be equal to W. And then if W is wizard, so what if their response is wizard, you have to do the double equals, then G for galleons, another variable, lots of variables in this, you better understand variables, equals a float input. You can't use int input, you could, but it won't work for decimals because integer just means whole number and float just means integer. I don't know. Don't ask me, I didn't make it. So this is, please type the number of galleons you have, and then say they enter 2. Then you want to convert that to nuts, and I'll explain why in a minute. So you multiply it by 493 because 17 times 29 is 493, so there are 493 nuts into a galleon, and I think I already said that. And then you do the same thing here with sickles, and then multiply by 29, and same thing here with nuts. And then you take the total and convert it into dollars by multiplying by 999, dividing by 1024 because that is the ratio because of the Fantastic Beasts book. And this one, this second number right here, means the number you round to, because you want to round it. And so you want to round to two digits after the decimal. And then you say, or print, the value of your money is blank, so whatever this D is, you'd enter the number dollars. Yeah, pretty simple. And then next, this one's harder. So this one is you take B, which is a variable for bucks. I didn't want to use D again because I like to use different variables, even if it's in a different if-then case. And this is going to say B is the float input, once again that, and then you type in the money you have in dollars, and then you convert that into nuts, and then and then it asks you to put the input for would you like your value in galleons, sickles, or nuts. You already seen that. And then there's also, I'm going to skip down because these are in the same column. Keep that in mind. This should be on this line. These things should carry over. That are here. Like the only things that should be here is this, and that. And so the else is print, sorry I did not understand, please try again later. Loops are a little more complicated, and I don't feel like doing it because I don't really need to. And so we left off here. So if the response, or R, that's what the R is for, is G for galleons, then the galleons, which is this new variable, because I didn't want to use G again, is the round of K divided by 493 to the third decimal. And then print the value of your money is, and then that, galleons. And then if R is S, if the response is S, then the sickles is K divided by 29 rounded to 2 decimal places, and then the value of your money is blank sickles. And then same thing here, except actually this one's a little different because the K, I want to avoid rounding error, and so this isn't rounded until right here. So then K, you round to the 0 decimal place. The reason I did this is because galleons is typically for bigger numbers, which are going to have decimals. All of them are going to have decimals. And then these are for slightly smaller ones, but still a little big. And then these ones are for tiny numbers, and I'm pretty sure you can't have like a quarter of a sickle. So then it says, or a quarter of a nut, sorry. You can have a quarter of a sickle without. And then that would be about 7.5, probably 8, because rounding. And then you say this, and then there's an else, and then you print, sorry I did not understand, please try again later for this if then else, and same here. And it's that simple. So yes, thank you for listening.